This is like a few days of downtime, which is bizarre for everyone. But there was like a nice week where everyone had a bit of a break in early February. So Agnes and Roman, this is like the time when they go and get him a cell phone, and she starts to move his stuff into, or her stuff into the apartment in the Warren, and just like generally getting to spend time with each other and catch up after all these years. So they're probably in their apartment one evening, just sitting. What do you think a like typical evening looks like for them?
I don't know. I imagine if they're not like actively talking to each other, they're probably sharing space, reading a book. I imagine since they just recently reunited, so they're probably sitting together on the couch. Agnes probably has a book, maybe her legs draped over his lap and is reading.
I think he's probably scrolling on his phone, still marveling at the wonders of the internet and all that it has to offer, especially on a smartphone, and looks up at Agnes and just like stares at her for a moment with a nice, like a pleasant look on his face.
She, as she's reading, notices him looking at her in the corner of her eye and will kind of lower her book a bit and return his look, kind of give him a smile.
Agnes, we have so much to catch up on.
We do. She closes her book.
And he puts his phone down on the coffee table. I know it's not an equal exchange because I don't have anything to share with you, but I want to know what you've been up to. What kinds of people have you met? Where have you lived?
All kinds of people, and I've lived all over.
Tell me one of them.
Well, I've lived here in New York for about 10 years now. Met a lot of people here, which has mostly been good. The only person that, or the main person that's really sticking out at this moment is one of the not so good ones. Not anything terrible. He's just dreadful. Edward McBride.
He sounds dreadful. Tell me about him.
Yeah, she sets her book down, and then leans back again. Well, I actually wrote a book, kind of about him.
Which one is it?
Twilight.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not. I met him at Elysium years ago, and he followed me around the entire night. Did nothing but complain and moan and groan about his life. You know me, normally I'm happy to listen to anyone's story, but there was just something about him, Roman. He was... I've never met anyone who managed to just get on my nerves as much as him. It's a constant sob story, and he never, ever did anything to change it. Very dramatic. You know, and he He wears body glitter all of the time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I couldn't get away from him the entire night. And when I got home, normally I write about, well, the people I talk to. I like to write down what I learned, but I didn't learn anything that night. So I wrote Twilight instead. Yeah. I mostly just wanted to, I just wanted everyone to know what Edward is like.
I
Turns out.
think you did a wonderful job of making him absolutely horrible.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad to hear you say that. So many people like him.
What?
Yes, there's
How? I don't understand.
well, there's a Team Edward and Team Jacob is pretty much just people wanting Bella to be with Edward or to be with Jacob.
And who will be on Team Edward? I don't get it.
So many people are. I don't know why.
It's so bad
true
for her.
baffles
It's literally so bad.
So bad. It's purposely bad.
And
And
his
yet,
whole family thinks it's a bad idea too.
Exactly. And yet so many people still are just, they're crazy about it, or they used to be. It was really popular for a while.
I mean, it seems like she should definitely be with the other one. Or maybe none of them, I don't know, but... Are the family real?
Most of them.
And
They
are also
they're actually fine.
Oh.
No, they're mostly okay. Carlisle, he's fine. You met him briefly, I think.
I think I did.
A long time ago.
He's delightful.
He
How did he sire such a...
I have no idea. Oh my goodness. But I think that's also part of the reason why Edward clung to me that night was I made the mistake of saying that I knew him, and then he just... That was it.
Goodness. I don't think that the library here has that book in it. Your library.
No, I don't tell people that I wrote that because it was popular, and also it's just awful. And I don't know if Edward would realize.
Do you think that he has read it?
Probably.
I hope he has.
I hope so.
Maybe we should send him a copy of it, just in case.
That's a good idea.
We'll send it
I think we should.
anonymously, obviously, but...
Of course. And then we know that
he has a copy of it.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So that's how you came up with the idea of the shiny face and...
Yeah.
Wow. That is ridiculous.
Oh, I know. I even continued the series trying to convince people that he's awful. And yet they still liked him.
Agnes, I'm so baffled by this. Like, is there a different standard for relationships now?
Yeah, yeah. She just nods her head. She doesn't even know how to explain it.
Oh my goodness. so insane how much you miss when you're gone. Like, everything is different.
Yeah. Pretty shocking.
It's very shocking.
How are you feeling with all of that?
I mean, now that we are together, I feel great about it.
Good.
And, you know, Lilia's helping me learn all of the things. I think I'm picking up pretty quickly on them.
That's great. I'm not surprised. And anything that I can, teach you or show you, I'm happy to.
I know. You're quite busy though.
Unfortunately.
You're very popular. Which is not a bad thing.
No, it's not, but well, I'd prefer to just be spending time with you and the family instead.
Well, maybe someday all of this political stuff will be done. We can take a break, take a vacation.
That would be amazing.
Carlisle was so nice. It's mind-boggling to me.
It's incredibly. It doesn't make sense at all.
It does not make sense. I mean, I suppose when we met Carlisle, I was very shocked that he was nice at all.
Yeah, so was I.
Perhaps Edward is just a typical toreador.
And Carlisle's the exception.
Yes. The
I think
stats
that's
too, of course, but for the most part, I could do without any toreadors in my life anymore.
Yeah, most of them are a bit hard to swallow. But, I mean, at least with Toreador, they're pretty easy to find out in the first couple of moments if you're going to get along with them or not.
That's true. They usually do not have a lot of depth. Or perhaps they just wear their heart on their sleeve a little bit.
Yeah.
But
maybe it's different for each person. Some of them definitely lack.
like what? Say it, please.
Well, depth, as you said.
Are you
So,
thinking of someone else in
recently-
particular, or are you just thinking of Edward again?
Well, I've met a fair amount of Toreadors. So, I think I have a couple of examples in mind. Edward being the most prominent, of course.
Of course. I like to hear.
Ingrid is a Toreador as well.
Oh. That, I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. She's definitely one of the more volatile ones.
Yes. It is. I feel like that's actually kind of rare.
I
Usually
agree.
they're very docile and easy to predict.
Yeah. I agree. But she, she did have that moment, as many Toreador do, when they first meet you, is the recoil when they,
Ugh.
yeah,
I think
they're
that
the worst for it.
Honestly, if I could have my way, if someone does that, we just do not talk to them anymore.
Yeah,
That
I'd
is
like
it.
that.
Just have for that to be a hard line for us.
End of the conversation right then
Exactly.
and there.
Exactly.
So rude.
Ugh, so rude.
And then they act like it's not.
It's
Or they
ridiculous. And they're so bad
apologize.
at hiding it. It's like,
Yes,
it's not even that hard to be
it's not.
disgusted if
It's
you
not.
want. You can feel whatever you want, but be a better actor.
Yes, it's really not that hard. And I hate when they try to justify it. And they're like, I'm sorry. I don't actually mean it. It's just I don't like undesirable surroundings." It's like, that doesn't make it better saying that.
Goodness. Yes.
And
Why would you say that? Why would you think
you
that
don't have
that
to
is going
say
to
it.
help? It's
Just
worse
don't
to say it, actually.
It is so much
Who
worse.
said that to you?
Well, yeah, a couple of people over
Will
the
you tell
years.
me?
Yeah, it's just a common thing that
But if
that
you had to
people
make a
say.
list of
Maybe
people,
I'll make a list.
I would like a
What are you
list.
going to do with the list?
I'm going to... Does it matter what I'm going to do with the list?
You're getting a little intense about the list.
I would like to take money from their bank accounts.
Okay, I'll get you a list.
You will?
Yeah, I'll get you a list.
I would love that. He like grabs your hand and kisses it. You can put whoever you want on the list. Is there anyone else? They don't have to be a toreador. Who else has upset you over the years? I have a lot of making up to do.
Well, I've been really involved with the Camarilla, so quite a lot of people. Certainly a lot of Ventruse as well.
Of course.
You know how they can be.
Ridiculous. For a very different reason. And perhaps it is just... Maybe it's just easier for us to get things done because people are not looking at us, but it seems like they are very big-headed about things and they're not actually the best at doing them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they think that they can do anything, handle anything, and they can't. They always just think they're better than everyone.
So are we adding any to the list? You can think about it. I'm sure they have a lot of money.
I'm sure.
It would be a shame if it all went away.
It would be just such a shame.
The Camarilla is... it's very interesting.
That's one word for it.
I know we have not talked about it so explicitly, but you are okay with us creating the fractures that we are with the information leaks and other things.
Yes, of course. I don't like the Camarilla.
Okay. Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. I will forgive you if you do.
No, I mean, there are individuals in it that are worthwhile, but I don't have any loyalty to the Camarilla.
Okay. Good.
I want what's best for our clan. For our family.
Good. who is worthwhile?
Well, my friends, for one. Will, definitely. Though, aside of that, I believe I've met a handful of people over the years. Or at least people that didn't rub me the wrong way immediately, so that's normally as good as it gets there. I haven't really made a lot of friends over the years. I've met a lot of people, but
you have not liked them? You have not trusted them?
yeah, pretty much. And I just preferred to be alone.
And what about now?
Well, now I don't. I am. I guess maybe I just hadn't met anyone I liked until I moved here. I just didn't really connect with anyone. I made friends with Will pretty quickly when I moved here. Or rather, Will continuously tried to be my friend.
He
And
seems very passionate.
he definitely is. And then after that, I was involved with got involved with the coterie, and that was mostly just work, but I guess having a friend made me realize I was lonely.
Well, I'm glad that you found him.
Me too.
He seems like a good guy.
He is. He's a good guy. I'm excited for you to get to know him a little bit more.
Yes, I am as well. I have not well, I guess I haven't met anyone in a long time. I was going to say I haven't met a Bruja in a long time, but I haven't met anyone in a long time.
No, you haven't. I haven't met too many Bruja. Not recently. I mean, I know a couple in the area, but they're very passionate people.
They seem useful. It is bizarre, no, for Will to be in the Camarilla as a Bruja.
It is. It is pretty bizarre. And I know he fought he fought up against the Sabbat, and I think after that he just stuck around.
Hmm. Do you remember that time? Oh no, you were not here.
No, I wasn't.
Hmm. It seems, I don't know. From what I've heard, it seems very bad. Lilia will hardly talk about it.
Yeah, I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
How do you feel about your Trumia friend?
Theodore?
Yes.
I like him. He and I get along well.
That's good. Are we concerned about his past? I know he is friends with Oren, and I don't want Oren to get hurt.
I well, I agree. I definitely wouldn't say that I trust him. Although I don't say that about many people, I suppose. I think he's at least I like to think, I hope that he's genuine with putting the past behind him and becoming a better person. He seems genuine. And he's made himself available to answer questions and help. So I think maybe giving him the benefit of the doubt for a little while isn't going to hurt us as long as we're still cautious.
Well, I was not proposing to do anything, but if we want to have him watched more closely, we can always do that.
Yeah, we could. Could.
But we don't have to. I have no history or experience with him, so I'm just asking for your opinion on how to handle things moving forward.
I think we should probably monitor him just for a little while, just to make sure, I guess.
Okay. I'll put someone on it. I know I have a tendency to not trust Tremere, and that is not always fair, so
Yeah, I mean it's not, but I mean it's understandable. But that's not why I'm being cautious.
of course.
And I imagine that's not the only reason why you're being cautious as well.
No, it's not because of his clan, it's because of his past.
So, Tremere are notoriously secretive.
Yes. I'm not surprised that he had hidden something so grand. And I'm sure
not
he has a lot
surprised.
more secrets too,
Oh, I'm sure.
which I suppose I respect in some ways. I just want to know them.
Me too. Dying to know.
What other secrets have you learned? You've had 100 years. I bet you know a lot.
Oh, I know so much. So much. I have a lot of it. I've recorded a lot of it, so you can always look through it sometime. We could look through it together.
I would love that.
Yeah, I think that would be fun.
What is I have so many things I want to ask you.
Ask.
I know, but I have to decide which one to ask. Have you been back to Canada?
No, not in a long time.
But you've been since...
I did go back. The late 1930s. Just to visit. I didn't stay too long. It was difficult being there.
I'm sure it all looks very different now.
Probably.
It could be fun for us to go someday.
I think that'd be nice.
I feel like I just want to see... I want to see everything again. I want to go to Cornwall again too. What does that look like? I can't even imagine.
It's been so long.
It's been so long. I've not been to England since... When did we leave? 1867? Something like that?
Yeah, 1867, I believe. That was a long time ago. Maybe when we take our vacation, we can take a very long vacation and just travel all over.
I would love that. I feel like I don't know anything anymore. Like
Well,
I've been so many places, but none of them even count anymore.
That's true. You gotta start marking places off again.
I know.
Starting from scratch.
Just from the beginning. Even, I mean, goodness, even where I, even the last place that I was before Topo, it looks so different now. There's so much.
So much. It would be nice seeing it again. Going back to Canada and to England. I think that'd be fun.
Do you think it would be fun?
I think so. I mean, I'd just be happy to go anywhere as long as I'm with you.
Well, that part is very easy. I'm not going to leave your side probably ever again, so...
Good. You better not.
What is your favorite place that you have been? That I have not been? Well, I guess it doesn't matter because everywhere's so different.
Okay, favorite place that I've been. So New York doesn't count?
No, New York doesn't count. I'm already here. I'm trying to make my list of where to go.
Well, how about we just go to all of them?
All of them?
I haven't lived in that many places.
Okay, where have you lived?
Most major cities in the northern parts of America.
Okay, we'll go to all of them then. Perhaps there is like a train that we can ship some coffins in or something.
Maybe we'll just go to a couple. We'll pick some of the best ones.
Okay, I'll just let you pick. And
Okay.
we'll go wherever you tell me.
Okay. I have a lot of lists that I need to make now.
You have a lot of lists. You have to make me a list of where we're going on vacation whenever your work is done. So busy. Suppose I also have work to do, but it's less social, so it feels like I have less.
Yeah.
And then I also need a list of people who perhaps are going to lose some money in the near future.
Yeah. I need to think of a list for you to make me.
I will make you whatever list you want. How about I list oh goodness, now I can't think of anything.
Really, you couldn't think of anything?
I couldn't think of anything. How about I list I don't want to be cliche, I would say list of reasons that I think you are perfect.
Perfect. I don't know. Maybe you could make a list of reasons why I'm amazing.
Okay,
I think
I'll make
perfect is a
both.
little
I'll make
strong word.
both. And I'll also make a list of things that I'm excited to do with you in this century.
I'll make one of those too.
I'd like that. Perhaps we should get married again.
Huh.
That could
Yeah,
be fun.
Yeah, we could. That would be great.
Okay, we should do that. Just
Put
for
that on
fun.
the list.
Go down to the city hall and get married.
That. Oh yeah, we could do
Why
that.
are you laughing at me?
No, it's cute.
It sounds fun. We haven't gotten married at a city hall before.
We've not. No, I was thinking the same thing too when you said it. I was like, wow, that's.
It's new. There are very few things that get to me new.
I think we should do it.
I think we should do it. Oh goodness. We look so young now.
Well, we still look old enough to get married.
You're right. When is it legal to get married now? I don't know.
18.
Oh, so young. Goodness. Okay, we'll be fine.
It'll be fine. No one
Perhaps
will.
they'll think we are. I don't know. Maybe we should come up with a story to tell them.
We should.
Okay.
We should. That would be. Who do you want to be?
Who do I want to be? Okay. I think. Who do I want to be? Oh man. Okay, we have to have a reason for why we are going to City Hall. Right? Don't people still do the church weddings now?
The what?
People still get married in churches, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
people get married anywhere, really.
okay, so maybe we just decided very quickly and go down to City Hall.
Yes, it was very.
You know what we should do? We should try to get someone to convince us to not get married.
I like that.
I think that would be a lot of fun.
I think so too.
Okay, so we'll have to just be in such a rush. We just met.
We
barely know each other at all.
But we're meant to be.
I will get your name wrong when I say it to the person. But you have to look like you don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. I really don't.
I think that would be fun.
I don't even know your last name until we get there.
Of course. But then you decide to take it.
Yes. I'm excited. When
I'm
are we gonna
excited
do
about this. I think we should go tomorrow.
I think so too.
Okay, we'll do it. It'll be very fun. We need a witness. Should we just find a random person on the street and see if they'll do it for us?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
I think that would really.
Let's just get someone that's in the hallway.
Yes.
Oh, this is wonderful. I'm sad that we lost all of our other marriage certificates in the siege. There are very few possessions I care about, but I am sad about those.
Yeah.
What?
I'm just thankful that you survived.
I am too. I wish I had survived sooner.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to complain.
Yes. What's done is done. And I'm here now, so that's all that
And I'm not going anywhere.
And I'm not going anywhere. You cannot get rid of me.
I would never want to.
That's good.
You're stuck with me too.
Of course, I've promised again and again. Even though we don't have the proof. Somebody knows that we are bound in holy matrimony.
I think we should get married every 50 years.
50 years? It's so long.
Okay.
I think we should do it every 10.
Every 10. Every 10 years.
Every 10 years. It is a promise. But you have to ask me next time.
Okay. Oh, I'm excited.
You have 10 years to plan it, so.
It's so long.
It's a long time. Maybe we should do it every year. I don't care.
Maybe we should just do it whenever we feel like it.
That's true. We can also just do it whenever we feel like it. But we should also do it on a schedule. I feel like it's very romantic.
I think so too.
Okay, we'll do it every 10 years. Definitely. And then we will do it whenever we feel like it.
Yes.
Okay. That's great. I suppose I'm assuming that you have a good fake identity.
Yeah, I do.
Great, okay. Lilia got one set up for me. It is so much more complicated now. Oh my god. But I'm glad that our children understand these things.
Oh, so am I. They're so brilliant. Or I mean, they both were brilliant.
Yes. C'est vrai. And it seems like Tomlin taught Oren a lot.
Yes, Oren is brilliant as well. What are you thinking?
I'm just thinking about Tomlin.
Yeah.
I'm glad for the time that I had with him, even though it was short.
I'm glad to. I just wish we could have. You know, we could have all been together at least once.
Yes. I wish that too.
I think she leans her head on his shoulder.
He probably like wraps his arm around her and just gets very quiet, I think, for a long time. And just lets like they both sink into thinking about their family in Tomlin.
Yep. She has wrapped her arms around him too and just settles into her thoughts.
Yeah.